So hi, on the Good Noise podcast. We're here with Sarah from Never Any Ordinary. We're going to ask her some questions today. I'm going to start. What inspired you to start the band, and what does the band name mean?
Okay, so it was me and my best friend in high school. I had wanted to start a band since I was like in middle school. I fell in love with Owl City, and so I started producing like my own electronic tracks. And I was like, you know what? I should make a band. Uh, and so it was in 2016 that it was me and my friend Katie who started. We started writing songs together. Um, we had a previous band called Love Attempt that didn't really go anywhere. So our guitarist like kept that name, and so we had to come up with something else. And we just put down a whole bunch of things, um, like a whole bunch of like band song title name things on a list, and just started crossing them out. And it was between Never in the Ordinary and Kisses for Seamus, which eventually became our first EP. And that's just sort of where that came from. So I had always been in love with music, and that's why I wanted to start a band. And the band name doesn't really mean a whole bunch of anything. Um, it's just like it's just sort of what I came up with. Um, but yeah.
Okay.
Sick. Wait, so do you think if you chose Kisses for Seamus, do you think your first EP would have been Never Any Ordinary? Like the name of it? Do you think
That's
it
a
would
good question. I didn't even think about that. I've never even thought about that before. Possibly. Um, I don't know. The whole reason that it was Kisses for Seamus was because the artwork for it was a picture of Katie's dog, whose name was Seamus. Um, and I might have a copy of the CD around here, but it's probably hidden. It's buried.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to ask that because I thought that was really interesting. Okay. What would you say your
That
writing
is a really
process
interesting.
It is. So yeah. What would you say your writing process is like?
Well, pretty much every song starts with acoustic guitar. Um, I'll usually like try and write something. I like to use it as sort of an outlet, more of like a journal type of thing, because I've tried keeping journals in the past and I haven't been able to keep up with it. But one thing I can consistently keep up with is playing guitar every day.
Yeah.
So like I'll write songs about like what I'm feeling and all that sort of shit. And the other way that it happens is Sean and I just get together and jam on it. Um, definitely, we've definitely hashed out some songs just by going into the practice space and just seeing what works and what doesn't.
Oh, sick. All right. Again, I keep saying sick. Okay, yeah.
Valid.
Oh my god.
So how do you feel about the reception to your EP, House Show Arrest?
House Show Arrest, it's been really cool to see because those are actually just like the demo recordings. We tracked guitar and drums at the same time, and so we just sort of did it live and then overdubbed everything else. So it's really cool to see that people are like really loving it, despite the fact that it's not even going to be like the finished versions of those songs. A lot of the people in our local scene have like they came up to me like almost like when it came out, like when we played a show afterwards, and they were like, "Oh my god, the EP is so sick! Like, what the fuck? Like, this is fucking cool!" And it's just really cool to see like people actually like responding to your music like that.
Yeah.
That's good. I listened to it like 5 times because yeah, why not? And it was like really good. So
Oh, thank you.
I just want to throw that in there. I was actually so that was it. Anyways. So because we're stuck in quarantine, what artists have you been listening to pass the time?
Oh geez, that's a good question. I've been listening to a lot of bands that like I've heard of or like I know that I just haven't really like given a chance. Oh shit.
Oh.
Someone messaged me and that fucking happened. So
It's okay.
I'm gonna turn on Do Not Disturb. Thank you. So I've been listening to a lot of Boston Manor,
Ooh.
Heart Attack Man,
Taste.
Ooh.
Gami, of course, Origami Angel.
Yeah.
Taste.
I listened to Hot Mulligan's new record.
Ooh.
That's another. And recently, it's just been like a lot of pop punk, a lot of like Real Friends, Neck Deep. Um, I just listened to the untitled Blink-182 album for the first time in like 4 years
Oh
yesterday.
my god, that one's my favorite. Yeah.
That's my favorite too. Oh my gosh.
Bro! This is amazing. Okay, yeah.
Bro. So when you're making music, what artists are your biggest inspirations?
I would be lying if I didn't say Origami Angel. I kind of learned to play guitar as well as I do from Gami. But other than that, we really like There. And let's see, like Pet Symmetry, Glockamore, pretty much anything that the Kinsellas or Evan Weiss has been involved in. I really like Me Without You, and I like going for that sort of sound. I really love post-hardcore, and like that's kind of where I want to bring it a little bit.
Sick. Alright. So, are you working on any new projects while we're stuck in quarantine?
I am. Like, Never Any Ordinary sort of took a bit of a break just because, you know, it's quarantine and all that. We recently started having practices again and started recording and all of that. So we're working on that. I'm working on starting up a pop punk band with a couple other of my friends. And let's see. Sean is actually, the reason why Sean can't be here is because he's actually at his other band, Infinite Freefall. He's at practice with them. Check Infinite Freefall out. They're so fucking good.
Okay. All right.
I will.
Yeah. So where do you see this project in the next 5 years?
Man, I would hope to say Audio Tree.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
That is one of my goals. I've been like, that's how I got into indie and like emo music, is just mostly from Audio Tree, the NPR Tiny Desk, and just any sort of live session like studio that I could find on YouTube.
Okay.
So Audio Tree, like that's like, you know, you've made it when you've made it on Audio Tree, honestly.
Yeah.
But other than that, I hope that maybe we'll have a lot more music released, and some merch would be nice. I would like to get vinyl within the next couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good
It's
luck with
exciting.
all that.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope so.
So, for the last couple questions, we're actually going to turn away from music for a second and go straight to death row. So, if you're on death row, what would your last meal be? With a drink. Please.
With a drink, okay.
It's very important.
Okay. Interesting question.
It's a thinker.
It is a real thinker. Like, you got to really think about eat. Just because ACAB, I would like to eat a cop's heart.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the most interesting one we've gotten. Shoot that
Yeah,
cop
we
over
got
there.
Christ.
That one. I want that one.
It's your last meal. What do you want? You. And a drink. You know what? I gotta go with a classic Arizona green tea.
Okay.
Ooh, those are good.
All
Wait,
right.
the lemon one or like traditional?
Traditional, just regular Arizona green tea. I didn't know that they had a lemon one. You mean like
Yeah,
the lemonade?
Yeah, the lemonade like green tea one. Yeah.
I don't
Have
think
you
they
not
have
had it?
those around. I don't think they have those around here. Actually.
Oh my god, dude, they're okay.
They're okay.
They're okay. I wouldn't have it as my last drink. I would not have it as my last drink.
I might also consider their Arnold Palmer,
Ooh, okay.
just because I'm a sucker for sweet tea and lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
That's a real thinker.
Even
Exactly.
more than the death row question. They only
Even
get-
more than the death row question.
They only
yeah.
get harder
The
from
next
here.
one? Oh my god, the next
Oh,
one
no.
is probably the hardest one. Let's
Uh-huh.
go.
Oh my gosh.
It's the most important one too.
For my joke answer, I want to say the Fire Emblem universe because of all the pretty girls.
Okay.
Okay.
But for my real for my real answer,
Mhm.
I'd probably. It's only for a week, so probably The Walking Dead. I feel like I could survive
Yeah.
a week in The Walking
Oh my
Dead,
God.
and it's zombie apocalypse. Like,
It's what we're living in right now. So
Almost.
oh fuck, we're so close to that.
We are. I'm waiting for Daryl to come out of nowhere now. Okay, so as I said, the last question is probably the hardest one. What is your favorite color?
Red.
Oh my god.
any specific
Okay.
shade?
Wow.
Wait, I red or green? I don't know either
Red
one.
or green? Christmas.
Christmas color.
No, more like Stars Hollow hoodie
Oh,
colors.
okay.
Okay,
Alright,
okay.
alright.
Okay.
Just plugged them. Nice.
Yeah, plug Stars Hollow.
Solid plug.
I don't think that they need me to plug them, to be honest.
So as Goy said, that is all the questions we have. Is there anything you would like to plug? Speaking of plugging.
I'm gonna plug Sean's other band, Infinite Freefall.
Okay.
I'm also gonna plug B. Dot Frazier and Newgrounds Death Rugby. They're good friends of ours and bands of the area. So check all of them out.
Alrighty.
Sick.
So thank you for sitting down with us. This has been Sarah from Never Any Ordinary, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.